Okay, now inshallah I will start the remaining part of chapter 6, standard enthalpy of formation. Enthalpy, you understand that I already explained you enthalpy. What is exactly enthalpy is what? Remember that? How you explain enthalpy?
So the age during the chemical reaction.
Yeah, enthalpy this is the heat during the chemical reaction, heat generated. So that is the particular at constant pressure. Remember that. Enthalpy will work at constant pressure always. Remember this. And the internal energy of the system, it always works when at constant volume. So the open system and closed system I already explained in the beginning. Open system is the enthalpy calculation, and closed or isolated system is the internal energy calculation. So in your course is only the enthalpy. I will take it for the calorimetry calculation. In the experiment, I will just calculate enthalpy of the system in the open system. That is enthalpy at constant pressure. So I will do that when I will take this laboratory experiment, and I will not take another one, that is the bomb calorimeter. The bomb calorimeter is the example of at constant volume internal energy. That I will not take it, so don't worry about that. Okay. So enthalpy is a heat content of the system at constant pressure. Remember that. Sorry. Just 1 minute.
Okay, take your time, doctor.
Note down this point. Maybe it will work sometime. The question may be asked in a multiple choice question. How the enthalpy work at constant volume, constant temperature, constant pressure, constant mole. What is that? Like that. So you should know that it should work always at constant pressure in open system, not the closed system or isolated system.
Doctor,
Huh?
there is no presentation.
Oh no, no presentation. Okay, wait. Got it?
Yes, we got it now.
Right. So I'm just talking about the standard enthalpy of formation. Whenever the reaction is carried out and the compound is formed, so you have to determine the enthalpy of the system, and enthalpy always work at constant pressure in open system. And what is the open system? Open system, both the things are converted. The heat is transferred from system to the surrounding, and also the matter transfer from system to the surrounding or from surrounding to the system. Both are open case. That's why the pressure is constant. So at constant pressure, the enthalpy is worked. In this case now, standard enthalpy we have to determine. What is actually enthalpy? Enthalpy change for the formation of 1 mole of a substance at a pressure of 1 atmosphere. Pressure is constant from its element in their standard state. So there are many values are giving. All values will be given at a standard state. Then you have to determine if any 1 mole of a substance is formed, but in their standard state is known as a standard enthalpy of formation. The standard state always giving in the predictable, or you will find in the list always all the elements, the pure elements that present in the predictable, they have the zero standard of enthalpy, standard enthalpy of formation. Zero. Look at here. Oxygen is zero, pure carbon graphite is zero, but carbon diamond is not the pure element. Carbon diamond is a 3-dimensional structure. So it doesn't have zero, so its value is 1.90. Similarly, ozone. Ozone is not the pure element. It's not the pure oxygen. That is ozone. So its value is different. So sometime you know that the example is here, carbon plus hydrogen, you will get CH4. So according to the definition is telling that the formation of 1 mole of CH4 of a substance at a pressure of 1 atmosphere from its element means hydrogen and carbon, that should be in a standard state. So the heat, in the standard heat of formation, you will get it minus 74.8 kilojoules. Now, this is standard enthalpy of a reaction. There are two methods. I will explain you. There are two methods. First method is standard enthalpy, how we calculate. Direct method we call it. Second is Hess's law. That is indirect method. Just a minute. So there are two methods here. One is direct method. Second is indirect method. Indirect method, that is Hess's law. Direct method, just you will use the formula. Suppose you will calculate delta H of standard formation equal to the standard enthalpy of formation of the product minus standard enthalpy of the formation of the reactant. This is direct calculation. Product minus reactant, this formula. But this is indirect calculation. In this case, in the direct calculation, if you calculate this, if you calculate delta H of formation of 1 mole of a substance, indirectly you will get both will be the same. Just like, because this delta H also is state function, as I told you. State function. What is the state function? I already explained in the previous slides. What is the state function? State function depends on what? Hello? Please answer my question. Don't keep quiet. I want to listen your voice. Hello? Nobody has mic today? What happened?
Yes.
Are you listening to me or not?
Yes, I'm listening.
Why don't you reply my question? Yes or no? How do I know that you are now?
Sometimes your voice is not clear, teacher.
Please tell me like this. Sometimes the voice is not clear. Please tell me. Otherwise, I'm just finishing all the slides and you don't understand anything. Just a minute. Let me put this mic right again. Hello. What about this now? Is there any change or less or more?
That's more clear now.
Okay. Okay, but just a little, and it's okay now.
Okay. So my question is, there are two methods to determine the standard enthalpy of formation of any compound, of any reaction. We have two methods, direct methods and indirect methods. So direct methods, we have the formula, you know that. Alhamdulillah. Direct methods, we have for calculation the standard enthalpy of formation of the product minus the enthalpy of the formation of reactant. So directly, the values are giving in the question, you can calculate it. Indirect method, oh, I just put on this, the fan, Anyway, so indirect method is what? It has many steps. Suppose one guy start from here and it reach to the hill directly. This is initial and this is final. Standard enthalpy, I told you, always depends on initial and final position. Final position, right? Standard enthalpy. This also is standard enthalpy, but it has many steps. This one is the direct step. There is only start from using this formula, you can calculate. But it start like this. You start from here, then you will go like this, then go like this, then it reach to the destination. This is initial and now this is final. But these are the many steps are here. But these steps are temporary. In the last final, when you write down the final equation, these all will be cancelled out, and you will get only the final destination or final. So this is indirectly. So whatever the energy or enthalpy you will get in the several steps will be the same as you directly calculated. Whatever the enthalpy of formation, direct, I can write here, direct calculation is the same as enthalpy of formation of any molecule or any compound. Indirect calculation, these are the same. Is this clear to you? Anything to be repeat again, please? The difference between direct and indirect method. I will give you an example, then you will understand well. Now, Khali, this is only the definition. In direct method, you just calculate. You calculate this formula, just only put this, and direct values are giving, just calculate this. But in direct method, this is you have suppose 3-4 steps, then final steps you will get it. This is the reactant. Now this is the product you get. Some are cancelled, some are cancelled. Or no problem. Just only the main reaction is giving in the beginning. You will see the same reaction you get in the last. Okay. right, now this is the direct method. As I told you, this is the formula we have. This is the reaction, chemical reaction A and B. These are small a and small b. These are the coefficient. So the values which is not giving here, but this is simple formula. You should know this formula. The standard enthalpy of the reaction is equal to the summation of all the products, whatever products you have, A and B. Summation of all the products minus summation of all the reactant, whatever you have. Product minus reactant. This is the formula you have to use it. Second one, Hess's law. Hess's law I already explained. When the reactants are converted to the products, the change in enthalpy is the same, whether the reaction take place in one step or in the series of steps. So one step, this is here, this is one step reaction, one step directly. And now this Hess's law is the series of steps. Series of steps. So enthalpy is the state function. As I told you, enthalpy is the state function, delta, change in enthalpy. It does not matter how you get there, only where you start and end. Only initial and final position you have to determine, and how you get there, no need to explain that. How it reached to the destination, no need to explain. Okay, so a state function, as I told you in the beginning. And which one are not state function? Remember that? Which one are not state function? There are two. I already explained you the two parameters which are not state function, which depends only the way how to reach the destination, which are not depends on initial and final position. Only initial and final position only depends, that is state function. All enthalpy, temperature, pressure, volume, and moles, these are the state function. But other two parameters, two species, they are not state function. What are these? Tell me now, please. Hello? Hello?
Yes, doctor. Yes, we can hear you.
So tell me the answer. My question, did you listen my question? If you hear me, what was my question?
Doctor, can you hear me?
An example
Yes,
from an enthalpy state function.
This is state function.
Yes.
Heat and work.
Heat and work are, yes, you are right. Heat and work are not a state function. Why? Because they depends on the way only, how to reach that destination. But state function, they are not depends on the way. They depends only initial and final position. Only the reactants and the product. All right. Don't forget this thing. 2 times I repeated and asking the question here. All right. Now this is the direct method I applied here. Please see the values of enthalpy, standard enthalpy of formation values are giving in the question. All right, just like, first of all, this is a reaction. This is a standard enthalpy of formation. The whole reaction is giving here. Carbon graphite, this value will be, as I told you, the pure carbon graphite, these are the 0, right? Pure oxygen is the 0. You have to write first reaction and formula. Standard enthalpy of formation of the product minus standard enthalpy of formation of carbon plus standard enthalpy of formation of oxygen. It's the same formula you will use as I explained in the beginning, previous slide. Now this is the enthalpy, enthalpy of formation of carbon dioxide. This is the product, 393.5. This is written here. And delta H, formation of carbon, and this oxygen is 0. As I told you, these are the pure elements. So you just keep it this one, delta H of for the reaction you calculated, delta H of formation of carbon dioxide, that is minus 393.5, because that becomes 0. So if you put this value carbon dioxide here, minus this, so minus is there, so this become all 0. So whatever the value you have carbon dioxide is the same value. Any question now? How you calculate this? Example. Hello? How you get this delta H or standard formation of reaction?
That's we have to. For a second, this what's called this ideal gas equation.
No, this is not ideal gas equation. Yeah, you don't know that ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT. Where is the PV is equal to nRT here?
So the kilojoule, the moles, and
Oh my God. Sir, look at here. Go to here. Please concentrate in the lecture. Please. Otherwise, I'm wasting my energy. Remember this formula. Write down on a paper. Everybody, please. This is the product minus reactant. Simple. And this is how to write product. The enthalpy of the formation of the C plus enthalpy of the formation of the D minus enthalpy formation of A plus enthalpy formation of B. Summation. These are the summation. You will sum of both. Small a, small b, C and D. These are the coefficient in a chemical reaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So the main formula is that the summation of number of moles of enthalpy of formation of the product minus number of moles of enthalpy of the formation of the reactant. And this formula you will use it here. This is an example. This is the product carbon dioxide. This is the reactant carbon and oxygen. And oxygen and carbon, I already explained you that in the standard enthalpy of formation of carbon and oxygen, these are the pure non-metals. These are 0. Always 0 in the periodic table, whatever you have, unless they are in compound, murakkab. So just you put the formula here, product minus summation of the reactant carbon and oxygen. Then you just put the values. This value already giving here for carbon dioxide, but other things are not here. You should know automatically it is 0. So you calculate in the last, this is minus 393 kilojoules per mole is the same value. Standard, using standard heat of formation, they calculate the standard enthalpy of a reaction for the photosynthesis of the glucose and oxygen and carbon dioxide from carbon dioxide and liquid water. This is another example. This is a glucose is formed by the reaction of carbon dioxide and water. Okay, this is another example. Look at here. This is the chemical reaction of this, and you have to determine delta H of the standard reaction. Okay, the formation, delta enthalpy of formation, all values are given. Which one is 0 here in this reaction? Tell me now. Which one will be 0?
Oxygen in the
Oxygen.
product. In the reaction. I mean product.
Oxygen is 0. Other values already, these are the given in the question, right? So this is the product, these are the reactant. So you will use in the formula product minus reactant. Okay, product minus reactant. Product is glucose, this one here, but he did not write oxygen because oxygen is 0. Oxygen is 0. So they will not write oxygen here. They will put only glucose minus 6 and number of mole coefficient, because this is 6 here. Here is also 6. Here is 1. Here is 6. So no need for oxygen, already 0. The summation of the reactant, 6 carbon dioxide and 6 mole of water, and the values are giving here. Suppose glucose C6H12O6 value is giving minus 1260 kilojoules. Second carbon dioxide is giving minus 393.5, and the water is giving minus 285.8. These value will be given in the question now. Then you have to add according to the chemical equation. So now he just put it, so because this is 1 mole, because here is 1 mole of this multiplied by the value 1260 kilojoules per mole plus oxygen is 0, right? So this 6 multiplied by 0 is 0, minus 6 mole of multiplied by carbon dioxide value plus 6 mole of water multiplied by water enthalpy. Now just you calculate it, and this value you get it, enthalpy is 2816 kilojoule. Now just tell me this reaction, either this, what is this reaction, is exothermic or endothermic? Which one is this? What is the sign? I told you what sign belongs to exothermic and what sign belongs to endothermic, if you remember.
minus the exo.
Yes, that lose heat. Endo gain heat. So plus for the endo.
So this is plus or minus?
I believe it's plus.
Plus. So because this is endo, right?
Yes.
So this is endo, because this is plus here. So endo means this require energy. This reaction require energy to complete the reaction. Okay, so you should know that. If it is minus here, you can say, sir, for this reaction this much of energy is released. This is the method, direct method calculation. Indirect method is Hess's law. What is Hess's law? You should know that the calculation or determination of enthalpy either in the several step or the direct method, the standard enthalpy will be the same in both cases, right? This is Hess's law. The overall enthalpy change, delta H, for a reaction is equal to the sum of the enthalpy change for a individual step in the reaction. So individual step, that is a direct calculation. 1 minute. So this is the indirect method. Indirect method, as I told you, that the delta H standard of reaction of either direct method or indirect method. Indirect method means several steps. Direct method means only one step, will be the same. This will be the same. So this is Hess's law. So Hess's law you can write in your own words. So whatever the enthalpy change of a reaction, whether either you calculate directly or indirectly, will be same. Okay. Could you explain this? What is Hess's law definition?
The overall enthalpy change of reaction to a product will happen in one step or more.
Yeah, either one step or more steps. Both determination of the change in enthalpy will be same. Now, I am just coming very important part. Please note down the points and might be in the exam. All right. So please remember this. Indirect method. First of all, you should concentrate in the reaction. What reaction is giving? This is the main reaction. This is the main chemical reaction. And when you do all these three steps, these are the giving already in the exam. So these are not solutions. Solution will be next step, but it's not here. Okay, the solution I can put it, but I will explain. I can put another one here. Okay, suppose this is a reaction now. So first of all, you should know this. These all reactions are giving in the exam. The final reaction will be the same as this reaction. Suppose this is 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, and the final reaction also same as 0. Right? Okay. When you start to do this reaction, these in indirect method, you should know that what is the reactant and what are the product. You should just keep in mind. Okay. And also keep the coefficient. How many coefficient? It has 2, it has 1, it has 1 here. Okay, these things you keep in mind. Right now I will start from one equation. First equation. The carbon graphite react with oxygen, gives carbon dioxide. This much of heat is released because this is negative. Okay, so how we write this A? So I will write A first. You tell me now, this carbon graphite is on the left side or on the right side? Just follow this reaction.
Left side.
Sorry.
On the left side, correct? Hello?
From the
Yeah, so this is on the left side, so no need to change anything. I will write here the same equation, right? But here there is no oxygen, no problem. As I told you, there are some element or compound present in this reaction, series of reaction, that is the byproduct. And but when you do the last equation, you will get the same equation. These compound are excess compound present in this reaction. In this reaction, these are the extra compounds, right? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, water. But in the last, when we do the calculation, this all will automatically cancel and you will get the pure equation like this in the last. Remember that. Okay, don't worry about the things which is not present in the equation, which is present here. No problem at all. Okay, so the first reaction is okay, no change anything. And also remember that the values are giving here. If I change any equation here, here is carbon 1. How much carbon we have in the main reaction is how much?
2.
So we have to multiply the whole reaction by 2. Even this one also multiply by 2. So we will write the new equation here. 2 carbon graphite plus 2 oxygen gives you 2 carbon dioxide. Then energy what we have, delta H of formation, this is negative multiply by 2. Two multiply by 393.5, 393.5, 787 minus 787 kilojoules per mole. So you understand what I did? By multiply by 2 the whole reaction.
Yes, Doctor.
Yes.
Now tell me B, what should I do? Tell me B. First you look at the B reaction, then look at the first equation 0 and tell me what should I do? Is there any change? Hello?
No, Doctor.
Tell me what should I write here? Is the same
Same.
reaction?
The same equation.
Same.
No change.
Same,
Right.
because hydrogen on the left, hydrogen is on the left, no need to change, right? And these things will cancel out later on. So neither multiply by anything, because this is one here, one here. Same. I will write the same equation here. H2 gas plus half O2 gas gives you water liquid, and the value is already same, 285.8 kilojoules. Now third one is, tell me third
Doctor,
one. Yeah.
we also look at the reactant. There is no need to check the products or what?
No, just only you have to look the main equation first, then you change in the product according to that.
Even if there is products, we change.
Yeah, according to the main equation, you will change in the product, just like I change in the first reaction, multiply by 2, because the carbon has 2 in the beginning.
Yes, clear.
Now tell me about, who will tell me about the third reaction? What should I do?
We divide by 2.
Divided by 2, very good, because this is 1 mole of C2H2. But where is the location of C2H2?
It is in the product.
The product, but here C2H2 in the reaction. So what do you do?
We,
I believe we take.
You have to switch over the reaction, because we have to follow the same equation, first one, right? The product is on the right side, but here this C2H2 on the left side. So we have to change the whole reaction. These all this reactant will go to the product, and all this reactant will go to the reactant, because we have to change the reaction,
Doctor,
right? Huh?
what about the sign? Minus.
Yes,
We'll give
yes,
it
yes.
plus.
Now this become plus. This become plus. 2598.2, and also look at here, this is only 1 mole, this is 2 moles, so you should divide it by the whole reaction by 2. So this is divided by 2. I will write, let me write here, then I will tell you. So now I will start from here. If I divide it by 2, I will write down later on. Okay, carbon dioxide gas plus 2H2O liquid water, that is 2C2H2 gas plus 5 oxygen gas. Now because we switch over, so this sign has been changed, and also this 1 mole of C2H2, but here is 2 mole, so you divide it by 2 the whole reaction, divided by 2 whole reaction, divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2, and also this divided by 2, and also the sign change because you switch over the reaction, product to reactant and reactant to product. So you divide it by 2 this one, so we will get this 2598.2598.8 divided by 2, we will get 1299.4. So now we have plus 1299.4. All right. Now this become 2, right? 2 carbon dioxide gas plus 1 H2O water molecule gives you C2H2 plus 2.5, because this is by 2, right? So this we will write 2.5, but 2.5 never write, 5 only, you will write 5 by 2. Of oxygen. Okay, how we write the final equation, and final equation will be same, should be same. How we get it? Look at here. First 2 carbon, okay, 2 carbon graphite, there is nothing extra, right? So I will write here 2 carbon graphite plus, look at here, this is half oxygen, 0.5, right, on this left hand side, and this is the 2 here. This oxygen and this oxygen become 2.5, right? 2 oxygen and half oxygen become 2.5. Hello. How many oxygen here? 2.5, because both are on the same side. And this 2.5 oxygen on the right hand side, so this will cancel, right? This and these both are cancelled. All right, now water molecule here is a 1, right? 1 water molecule here is also 1, because this is sorry, this both water molecule cancel. This is on the left side, this is on the right side. All right, so what left? Whatever left, you write down that. Carbon dioxide here 2, here is carbon dioxide 2, this also cancel. This is on the left side, this is on the right side. So only carbon graphite you have, then plus hydrogen gas left, then final is C2H2 left. Now calculate this minus minus, you add it, 787 plus 285.8, how much you get? 1072. So total is for these two 1072. This is minus, and now we have this plus. So now you just subtract this from here, minus 1299.4, and you will get 226.6. So you will get 226.6. This is plus, more, and minus is less, so this become plus kilojoules per mole. So okay, you can look in the book, you will find 226 plus 6.
How
Yes.
did you get the last calculation?
Hello?
Yes, last calculation, I did not get it. It's not skill.
What I told you in the beginning, you have to look the element or compound which is not present in this reaction? Is oxygen is present in this reaction? Tell me yes or no.
Which one?
Please listen my voice.
Doctor, I'm with you. Everything is clear, but the last calculation, delta H,
No,
how did
first
we
you first, okay, last calculation you cannot understand unless you know the previous calculation. Listen to me. First listen to me and answer my question first. Otherwise you cannot understand the last calculation. Is it clear to you?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just tell me now, is there any oxygen present in this main equation?
No.
No. Is there any water molecule present in the main equation?
No. No.
No. Is there any carbon dioxide present in the main equation?
No.
No. So that's why whichever is not present in the main equation, you have to cancel that. And automatically it is cancelled because the sign will be according to the equation. That's why I cancelled there. Look at the count here, oxygen here in the first reactant, 2 oxygen, and the second reactant, half oxygen. So total is 2 plus 0.5 is 2.5 oxygen on the left side. And look at on the third reaction, 2.5 oxygen on the right hand side. So this is cancelled. Both are cancelled. Same side you have to add it, different side you have to cancel it. Is it clear or not?
Yes, doctor.
All right.
Clear.
Now carbon dioxide on the right hand side. In this reaction, carbon dioxide is here. 2 moles and 2 moles. So this will cancel out. This is here. 2 carbon dioxide, one on the right, other on the left. It is cancel out. Now the water. This is the water here on the right hand side, and this is the water here on the left hand side. Both are same, 1 mole. Both are cancelled. Whatever left, you have to count these 2 equation, and this is third equation. This will be, I repeat it. This is, I repeat this C, I repeat as third equation. So now you will write here. So now 2 carbon, you will write here 2 carbon plus hydrogen. Where is hydrogen? Where is hydrogen? Here. This is hydrogen. So now you write here hydrogen molecule, hydrogen gram, and after that all is cancel out in the final. Only this one is left. This is left only. You write down here C2H6, and now this is the values. Negative you add it, but negative you will get 1072, and also you have plus 1299. So you subtract this value, you will get plus 226.6. How we get this 1299.4? Here we have 2598. But how we get this plus 1299? Why not 2598.8 value? Tell me now.
Divide by 2. It was negative. First, we change the reaction with the
Right,
product.
because
Then we divide by 2.
yeah, because you change the reaction, product to change reactant, reactant to change product. Reverse the whole reaction. So when you reverse anything, the sign will change. And but here is only 1 mole of C2H2. Here is 2 mole of C2H2. So you divide it by 2 whole reaction, and also this divided by 2. That's why we got plus 1299. All right. Now the chapter is finished now. Okay. You do this practice. This is from the book. All the solution is there. Please practice yourself. If it will not clear, you can ask me later. This is the same, we have done the first equation. First, this I told you here. This one. Whatever we have done this is the same equation. The same example is here. this one, right? Calculate the heat released in kilojoules per gram, but this is giving in the mole, right? This should be in the gram. So you will calculate, calculation is there, you put all the values, direct method, all values you put it here, the values will be given in the exam, in the question. Then it is how many moles, that is giving in 2 moles, 2 mole of aluminium. So you have to determine per mole. So you divide it by 2, then you change into gram. So first I told you, you calculate whatever value you will, suppose you will get 822.6 whatever divided by 2 mole, because there are, so you will get 822.6 per mole, right? Per mole, this is, now this you will get kilojoules per mole, right? This mole change into gram. So if this is, these moles you get it, and you know that mole is equal to mass over molar mass. So molar mass and mole, see that calculated here. This is, I already show you, and now this one mole is equal to 27 from the periodic table. You just calculate it, either you directly this divided by this, or you can do right now in this way, you change into gram. If they are not asking in gram, you can stop here. This divided by 2 mole, then you will get 822. You will get this 822 divided by this, whatever you get it. Don't change into gram. This is the step. This step is for gram.
Teacher,
All
thumbs
right.
up.
Hello.
So teacher, for interrupting, but the time is up.
Khalas, okay.